Hi everybody, welcome to John and Louie's Big Adventures.
He's John.
He's Louie, obviously.
And a special welcome back to our subscribers.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good idea on paper.
We've had a very interesting trip.
It's been wild and woolly.
It has. And we're in Alaska.
Okay, look. Many people think we are so positive and bubbly about our experiences. In fact, I think some people think that we are like paid shills.
Yeah.
No, trust me, we pay for it all. But now we're going to explore a whole different flavor of John and Louie's Big Adventures because this hasn't been cool.
Yeah, we're on a princess cruise for our very first time.
And guess what? We got issues.
We got issues.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
It was indeed.
It started out great.
Yeah, so what we did is we hooked up with Louie's mom. We all went to Seattle. We stayed at the W Hotel and we went to the Pikes Peak Marketplace, which we really, really enjoyed. Had a great lunch there.
Had a swell day, almost walked my 86-year-old mother to death.
Yeah, and we found the Wall of Gum.
Wall of Gum.
That was a thing. And Louie bought a hat.
And I bought a hat.
Beautiful hat.
And then we were ready to try something new. As many of you know, we're big-time celebrity cruisers. We've been doing Explorer, and we thought, hey, let's try a classic, Princess Cruises.
Hey, what's Princess Cruises like?
Hey, it's the first level of premium cruise lines.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. And hey, we thought it would be a great way to spend time with Mom. It's a great way to,
Yeah, that was the
visit
point.
and
That was really
my
the
mom
point.
lives on the West Coast. Seemed like a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, there's our special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Diane.
First thing in the morning.
If you've seen our channel before, you may remember Diane from her wild trip to Cozumel.
Mom makes friends easy.
You know, we walked you 7 miles yesterday. How are you feeling?
Yes, I'm really
Are you
great.
sore?
Nope.
Oh, I might be.
So there is some confusion about the classes and level and hierarchy and
It's very confusing. We went on the ship for a week and did research before.
Yeah.
And have done research after. And we
Yeah.
still don't quite understand.
so we had a mini suite reserve collection medallion class.
What the?
Okay, there's a lot, it's a lot of murky levels about what you're going to get and what you're going to get, but to this point, one of the things that we were supposed to get is expedited onboarding. This didn't look like expedited onboarding to us based on our experience.
Our boarding time said between 9:45 and 2. So we didn't have to be there at a certain time. So maybe that was our fancy boarding thing.
Quickly, did not be too tedious. There were many, as it was.
That's our job.
I know, but there were many queues to get things done. There were 4
Yeah.
different places to step and let them know that you were here. There was a great deal of hollering at guests to behave correctly and stand where they were supposed to, which was confusing for the very final time that you're going to prove who you are and show this, and immediately,
Diane's medallion didn't work.
the gentleman said, your medallion may or may not work when you get on the ship.
Oh.
You might want to go to guest services. Okay.
Yeah.
But then the 3 next times that she had to display the medallion, it worked just fine.
It worked.
So we went, okay. We moved forward.
I've never heard so much hollering at guests on the way in. Just lots of hollering at people.
Hello, guys. Welcome aboard.
Do finally get on the ship, and it is boom!
Oh, yeah. It was.
It was just, I was a wall.
Well, the thing is, you continued waiting in a line as soon as you got on. There wasn't room to spread off.
Right, and all of a sudden there's a wall of people and signs for upselling.
You want to have your photo?
I don't.
And people trying to get you in front of a costume bear to have your photograph taken.
They seem to excel in creating spaces that are thin, so you have to pass by things that are being sold.
Yeah.
And you'll see throughout this video, they were everywhere.
Oh,
relentless.
It was biblical. I mean, it makes a Disney theme park look, like
Quaint.
modest.
So we're just on board after, what would you say, Diane? How was that?
What the cattle call?
This is a bit of a mess. But you know what, we're spoiled maybe? I don't know.
Okay, so this is a balcony breakfast for two.
Yes.
Okay, it costs $55.
Somebody's already tried to upsell me the package twice now.
So we just think, reset. So we go out to the deck, it's just lovely outside. I go up, I order a glass of champagne, and I'm told that I only have the plus package, not the premier plus package. Therefore, I will be paying extra if I want to have champagne. So there was but everybody in the cabin has to anyway. It was going to be $500 to upsell.
So I will say, this is the first time we've been on the Princess ships. So we don't have it down,
Yeah.
like we do on, let's say, Celebrity or whatever.
But we're not unsavvy.
But we're not unsavvy, and we have checked everybody else's videos, but we still can't quite figure many things out on this ship. So, before we have even left the port, the seas began to get rocky.
Yeah, okay, here it is real quick. So we can check into the rooms. We go in, our medallions work, ours just fine. We get my mother her room.
This is nice.
It is nice.
This is nice.
It is very nice and chilly too.
Well, chilly, but you can...
Yeah.
We go in, it's just fine for a second. She comes out, but then she cannot return back into the room. The medallion is not working. We have to wait and find somebody in the hall who tries to use a house pass. It's not working. We have to wait for quite a while they get another manager who has a more special house pass, which is not working. And we're told that it's going to be 90 minutes while they get somebody to check in and figure out why the battery panel is not working. So you guys know that we are usually pretty bubbly and go with things, but we have not got off to a good start here. I'm, in fact, amazed at some of the unprofessional buffoonery that I've experienced so far. It's just crazy. I'm very angry already.
Welcome to our curiously wacky room. M107. Please come in. It's an unusual room. It's an unusual setup, sort of an L shape. If you come in, obviously here, in this sort of work area, there is a refrigerator here with nothing in it. Set up there, they seem to have left a bottle of white wine there, assuming that we liked it. And then this is sort of this living area. Now, one thing that's not quite as advertised, in every picture of this that we had seen, there had been a curtain here in some fashion, which is sort of a selling point.
Which would separate the rooms.
Separate the rooms, which I think is would
better.
make this a suite, actually.
Yeah.
And then you come in, a decent size. Come in, you got here, they've got a tiny, just good for wallets and wigs and falls and things. And then
Is that a UCB?
there
over
is right there. Yes, you do have one right there and one on the other side. Not really a plug, but yeah, the port, if you will.
And a really nice big window.
Yes.
Here, out to the balcony.
Ample
Yes.
closet space.
Just perfect for our backpacks.
Yeah. Here, that's good for our jackets and gowns and things. Now, Here's where it gets crazy.
Well, we didn't do the bathroom yet.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the bathroom.
No, it's good.
It's decent sized.
Yeah.
Has a very large tub.
And deep.
And it's got the typical rain showery thing, but it's a handheld thing, so that's good. It's got body wash, shampoo, and conditioner together. This whole thing. This. All very decent.
Satisfactory, yeah.
Yeah. Full-length mirror. Hi. And then the piece de résistance.
Well, the whole reason, the whole raison d'etre.
Yeah. This is almost insanity.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, but we were thinking we could do an upsell, because what we could do is we could go to like the buffet and start gathering fruits and bread things and like have like a glacier buffet out here in the morning.
Yeah.
We could charge for it.
Yeah. A side hustle, as you will.
I mean,
Yeah, there's much. It's ridiculous,
if
really.
you're not going to do musical numbers, there's just not really any reason for it.
We'll see how it is on sea days, because basically I think everything has to be nailed down.
Right.
So we'll see how the wind wreaks havoc with the amazing balcony.
Plus, this feature.
We'll be able to get to know so many people.
Oh yeah, everyone on the ship
Yeah.
is our pal.
Or if we wanted to perform for them. This is a really good staging area. You know? Hi! Good, how you doing?
So eventually Diane did get into her room.
Everybody got into the room.
Everybody got into the room. This was a rough beginning for us, but once again, we decided to reset.
Reset.
So we
Settle in.
checked
And we
out
can-
each other's rooms. They
Yeah.
all seemed pretty nice. Everyone was quite happy. We had the best and strangest and weirdest balcony in the world.
By the way, we are right on top of the bridge. Quite literally, we are right on top of the bridge. Yeah. So we can tap dance for the captain.
Yeah, it was an interesting room. We liked the room.
Yeah,
it was,
yeah. I mean, we
it
chose
was
it
eccentric.
specifically. We looked into it and knew what we were getting, so we didn't go into it blind.
And my mom's room was nice
It
enough.
was nice.
Once
Yeah.
we got in.
Yeah, and especially for a single person.
Yes.
At this moment, we were under the assumption that my mother had a mini suite. We were to find out it was indeed a deluxe balcony.
It's very easy to think that you have a suite and you don't. Many guests have this experience. And there aren't that many actual legitimate suites on the ship. So if you're making a reservation, really follow the nomenclature and make sure that you're speaking to your travel agent and know exactly what you're getting, because it's easy to get confused with all of the different titles.
So we decided we should have room service that night because we were all kind of tired. So Louie and I had room service, and I guess went off to bed. No, you know what? We watched something stupid on TV. You know, we tried to watch Heathers, the musical. But we had room service, which was good.
Everybody, it was an early night.
Yeah.
On to the next day.
So the second day was even worse.
We meet up jauntily for breakfast, and we go to our designated, because we have the reserve collection. We go to our dining room, and then we find out, and this was on us, We work with the same travel agent, and for some odd reason, this one time there was a miscommunication, and we had the reserve collection, and my mother didn't. So we had this sort of embarrassing scene where she's turned away, so we go with her. And again, this is on us. This is on us.
Yeah, this wasn't Princess's fault.
So we go, we talk to our travel agent, and I figure they're willing to upsell everything else.
Yeah.
Let's just explain, and they'll upsell that.
Yeah.
And we got no. After much time and much effort, no. So then I set the travel agent on what can we do, and he's frustrated. And then on the phone, suddenly I get a Facebook ad for Princess Cruise. So I say, we are on the Discovery Princess right now. I'm tired of the lines. The service is not very good. We've had a lot of issues. And then I mentioned that we had never been negative in one of our vlogs before, but we might have to this time. And I gotta tell you, somebody's on it in the social media department with Princess Cruises.
All of a sudden, bam!
It went from a world of no to a world of yes, yes, and yes.
Which then became totally insane. With flowers arriving for Diane. We were having a lovely meal at the Ketch, and halfway through our entrees, they brought over this huge steaming pile of shellfish,
Massive
and lobster,
plate for
and
6 people.
They should have done something, but it began to get insane. Like we're sitting there, and then people would come up and say,
"Are you having a good time?"
So then it got to be crazy, and you sort of felt like, oh my God, like we're not trying to cause any trouble here.
One of my reactions was to go to every single person that I had been curt with and apologize and go back on Facebook and cover I wanted everybody to know that they had really stepped up and done everything they could for service recovery, and that was only fair. And they did.
And they did.
Once again, reset! So I went and...
There's a lot of resets.
I know. So I went, but this really was a reset. So I went to the spa, and I had a week pass to go to the spa, and I did what I like to do. I had a gentleman's shave. The spa was perfectly nice. It was small, and on sea days it was slam packed.
So, as would be obvious, it's a lot quieter on a day at port. There's something curious that 2 of the 4 tropical rain mist showers are not working. To this side, we have steam, sauna.
It's interesting talking about this cruise for me because when I think back on it, I don't really remember all of the things I did because I guess I didn't do that much. They had a lot of things you could participate in, but things that I didn't want to do. I mean, God knows there are dance classes, it feels like 24/7 going on in the piazza. So you couldn't get away from the activities.
There were many times when the public spaces did not seem to be as big as they maybe needed to be, especially when something really was going on in that piazza.
Which was always.
But I mean, but like when they brought the puppies out or something like that.
The puppies.
I mean, it
They
really.
brought puppies out, which was cute. Sled dog puppies. It was cute.
Yeah. Plastic tomahawk throwing.
I was just going for a swim. Yeah.
Be careful, Katie. She's going at it. Yes, you're amazing. Do the shimmy.
The activities were relentless. That's where the coffee shop is. That's where some of the nice lounges are to sit. And you can't get away from Okay, let's all dance. You know, when you're trying to like read your book or whatever, I mean, you can find little spots away from everything on the ship, but you have to hunt.
It makes it feel almost like a really lovely recreation center because there's always some sort of activity that's bleeding into
everything.
Everything.
All
the bars,
a lot of the restaurants.
Yeah.
So you can't get away from what's going on in the piazza.
So John noticed something about the aesthetic. And once he says it, you won't be able to get it out of your head.
Yeah, so it took me a few days. I was like, what does this remind me of? And then it hit me. It's like the Cheesecake Factory, which, you know, the Cheesecake Factory has that strange kind of decor that you're like, what is this? The Cheesecake Factory has a weird aesthetic. But then when you look around, you're like, oh yeah.
It sort of does.
There's the weird scrolling things.
Yeah.
What would have been really glam in 1989. Which is so bizarre because the ship is only 3 years old, and yet it looks like it's 15 years old.
It does sort of feel like a magnificent cheesecake factory in a floating mall.
And I know that it is the last ship in that series of ships. So I realized that the earlier things were built and decorated oh so many years ago. But it really does feel...
It does feel dated, he's right.
It's kind of old-fashioned. However, I think that the guests that were on the ship probably really liked it because it's comfortable in a way.
There's no modernist thing going on.
No,
it's yeah.
It's straightforward comfort.
Mm-hmm.
This was really one of my favorite places to hang out late at night because of the music and just it's very comfortable.
I will say that there is a darn good coffee shop with
It's important.
good sandwiches, good treats, good cookies.
I finally found the cookies. They're good. Very good.
It changes throughout the day, and it's 24/7.
That is a great thing because
This
you
is
know
something
how
Louie is always.
I always say if you're going to be serving alcohol, you should be serving food. It's very cheeky, I think, to put the food away at 9:30 at night while you're hustling hooch.
So they do have a good coffee shop. They don't particularly have the best place to sit and enjoy the coffee shop unless you want to watch dance classes, but good coffee shop.
Yeah. We'd heard that dining was a real strength with Princess Cruises, so I was surprised that it was wildly inconsistent.
Yeah.
And in the non-specialty restaurants, the service was very gracious and very slow.
The buffet, I thought, was also the same. A lot of it was very good.
Yeah.
Not all, of course, but a lot of it was quite good. And
better than you'd find on NCL or Royal Caribbean. Not quite as good a Celebrity, I think.
Clams and such.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can you feel me?
I can now. The bistro is a nice little area in the buffet where they make specialty coffees. It's also the area that specializes in sort of continental breakfast items. We ate here frequently. Now, one thing that we were really surprised at was how poor breakfast was.
First, on the menu, it says, be prepared to wait 15 minutes for eggs, which is sort of saying, okay, so we really can't accommodate everybody at once.
Yeah,
so,
and
that was
very
that was
nice
odd.
server said to us, I know it says 15 minutes there, but the people over there have been waiting 45 minutes.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. Now,
it didn't take that long.
It didn't take that long, but covering your bets, I guess.
In our typical way of liking to film the meal, only when we've eaten half of it. Well, how you doing?
Good. Oh, it was cold, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So am I.
This is also, you can say, points out something odd, that for a premium line, there was no garnish on the plate. I mean, usually even at a, even at a Denny's, you're going to get parsley on the plate.
If you ordered the 2 poached eggs on toast, it was quite literally 2 pieces of toast with a poached egg on top and nothing else. Nothing else.
Sort of no frills for a premium cruise line.
Yeah, it seemed very odd.
In the dining room.
Even when we were in the reserve collection.
Yeah, it was curious.
How's that onion soup?
Great.
Great.
Very good Caesar salad.
Yeah, this is a really good. Yeah.
Tastes like onion.
And this is good too.
Okay, let's get to it.
We did have some good meals. We had a wonderful dinner at the Ketch by Rudy.
Well, the 2 specialty restaurants that we tried, both the seafood restaurant was as good as any meal I've had on any cruise ship, anytime, anywhere.
This is calamari.
Crab cake extraordinaire.
Fabulous. And the thing they told me
Yes.
is it is indeed all crab. Like
Yeah,
there's not
yeah.
really any
Filler.
fillers. It's great.
And I have this lovely presentation of a shrimp cocktail. Beautifully done.
Compliments to the chef.
Thank you.
The service was spectacular. Those
Outstanding.
people were great.
Gigi's Pizza was a real home run.
Yeah.
Again, the service was way over the top great,
Yeah.
and the product was really
The
good.
pizza was fantastic.
So we think this is pretty good.
It is good.
This,
I'm saying this is one of the better meals we've had.
yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Fantastic.
So the specialty restaurants
yeah, the 2 specialty restaurants we
were
tried.
great. And we
were
couldn't
very
get
good.
into the one that everybody tries to get into, which is the Crown Grill,
Right.
which is, I guess, the crown jewel on the ship.
And we did have reservations for the Italian restaurant, but we decided we didn't really feel like any of the things that they had on the menu. And
It's a restaurant in a hall.
it's in that piazza. And the weird thing is, all day you're walking past it. There's a hallway that everybody walks by. Then magically at 5 o'clock, they put up these posts with plants in them.
Plants.
And so you have
Partition
all these
off.
people trying to get through the walkway, and everyone's like, what? So there's just this weird confusion. So it just seemed like you were out in the open. It just kind of put us off. So we canceled that. There's weird things throughout the ship, and one of them is the sushi restaurant, which is basically out hanging over the piazza and can hold probably at the most 25 to 30 people.
Oh, I don't think 30. I don't think 30.
I mean, there's only a few tables and a bar with some stools for the sushi bar.
It looks like a martini bar.
But it's a sushi restaurant, and I'm just not sure that I want to have sushi being made right while people are walking by next to the people serving up the sushi. I don't know. There's a couple of weirdo things in the ship like that. I thought it was really funny that they still did the baked Alaska and all of the waiters coming out with the baked Alaska. It was very old school cruise ship.
A lot of this was old school cruise ship.
It's very old school cruise ship, actually. It really is.
Yeah, they are really pleasing an audience
Yeah,
and getting a group of
absolutely.
folks to return who feel very comfortable and enjoy this brand and the aesthetic very much.
The service, what do you think?
The service people are just wonderful. They're nice. I haven't met any one of the service people that did not accommodate every wish,
Right.
everything, except the first
So
night.
the first day and a half was rough for us.
Yeah, that was a little difficult.
Yeah.
But that was a lack of communication.
Right.
I thought the service was good. I think there was a lot of people, I don't think that they had some of the time to focus. Our steward, Edward,
Excellent.
was very good.
So charming.
Yeah, I thought the service was, by and large, really, really good.
Yeah.
Particularly the servers in the various dining rooms. Not just the specialty restaurants, but in all the dining rooms, the servers, almost to a person, were always giving more than they had to.
Yeah.
They were always engaging, they had funny stories to tell. That's particularly in the restaurants, the service was great.
You don't forget to press the like button and subscribe.
Yeah.
Bless you.
And
He's been there.
and there's one more. Share.
That's right.
He's
Bingo.
been there.
The entertainment?
Audacious. That was the word that I used. I just
Explain why.
thought,
It was good and well produced, but why would you say that?
first of all, so the first show, I absolutely loved it. It was so crazy town. It was called Rock Opera, and it had
Both those things.
both of those things, which I thought they were going to do Broadway rock operas, but they actually threw in some
The worlds
opera,
collided.
which was interesting for this crowd.
Very talented
I think
cast.
This had screen that they utilized. This had wonderful sets. It was very well done. It was a little crazy town, but I loved it.
Okay, you know what I really appreciated? All the main stage shows, not one of them needed to fly anyone on a wire or have them bend backwards or do a trapeze. It was sans circus act, and we have circus friends who I love, but I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
I found it refreshing.
Yeah, it was
that
different.
we didn't have
It
to
was
do that.
different.
That was even more abstract than usual. But it was nice.
It was an out there kind of
Yeah,
Broadway
doing their own
style
thing.
sort of show.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
And all over the ship, there were really interesting, good entertainers. That was one thing they had. Lots of, all over the ship, interesting musicians and good quality, and
Yeah.
I'll give them that. So if you watch our videos, you know I have almost strange and unnatural luck on cruise ships in the casinos. I did not this time, but that is not why I had an issue. They're doing this thing where they don't give you the ticket. Let's say you put money into a slot machine, and instead of at the end giving you the receipt, the ticket that you can then use or keep, they just sort of throw it on a bank.
It'll ask if you want to charge your room.
It causes a lot of confusion. People get up and don't realize they haven't done all the steps to put the money back into their bank, which means somebody can come up right behind them and start playing on that cash. And I just thought that seemed like just sort of an easy way to take advantage of drunks. Which is kind of what a casino's for.
I guess that is.
But I thought that was a little bit uncool. It's really good that they have a smoking and a non-smoking. But what is strange is that a cruise ship that will upsell and sell just anything that's not nailed down had no paid casino events, no blackjack tournaments, no slot machine tournaments. So that I did find peculiar.
We did get off at Ketchikan, and our weather was so perfect on this cruise. We had beautiful weather. So we went out, we just walked around the little port for a few minutes.
Just be mindful about when you plan to come back to the ship, because the last 90 minutes are intense.
And it was really nice. It was really, I thought it was really pretty. So I could tell that Louie's mom wanted to get off, and I thought it would be interesting to get off also. So she and I went out to the little downtown area, but we turned the corner and get into downtown and see, oh my God, it is packed. Because there was the Disney ship was there was a Royal Caribbean ship there. It was just jam-packed. So we kind of just wandered a little bit through the town and wandered back.
Gorgeous. The weather's perfect.
Oh my God.
And just came across just a beautiful area right outside of the ship. And it was gorgeous weather. So Louie stayed on board and did some filming, and Diane and I...
And laundry.
And shockingly, laundry.
I did some laundry and some filming and had, yes.
There's laundry on the ship. Of course, my favorite spot was Victoria, Canada, where we got to spend a wonderful evening with my aunt and uncle.
Well, look how lucky we are. Look at you two. And then we got Uncle Brian, and how lucky are we to also have as a guest star, Diane. Yay!
One important thing to consider about an Alaskan cruise in general is, are you a warm weather cruiser or a cold weather cruiser? I think we've discovered that we are warm weather cruisers because a lot of the amenities that we enjoy are enjoyed better with warmer weather.
Outside,
especially
yeah.
since we aren't as port-oriented, we're more about enjoying the ship.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah, it's nice to sit outside. The outdoor bars are nice, little outdoor, where you get your hamburger and sit outside and stuff like that.
For us, the amenities on the ship are important. We'd heard about the sanctuary and that you had to get on it. So we were, among the first, and certainly the first couple hundred people on that ship, and I dashed to the sanctuary. And even at that time, there was only availability the last day, $20 a piece for a 3-hour period in the afternoon. So I snagged it.
And the sanctuary is interesting. It seems nice enough. I think if it was a really busy day on board ship, a sea day, and you're in someplace really warm, that might feel like a nice little sanctuary. But certainly in this cruise, it did not seem necessary. Right outside of the sanctuary, they have a nice kind of area where they've got cabanas there, they've got hot tubs. By the way, there are hot tubs all over the
galore.
ship. Hot tubs galore, which is great.
Great.
Yeah. But right outside the sanctuary, there's a nice little area which is right above the adult pool, which also seems nice and small. And again, on a very crowded day and someplace warm, that would be great to have. The weird thing is, like almost everything on this ship, it is nearly impossible to find. You have to go up one elevator, walk down a hallway, go up another elevator, take stairs over here to end up where you want to go. And it's tucked away, man. And so nobody's there. It's very quiet, but that's because you cannot get to it. But the whole area, which is all the retreat and the pool and the sanctuary area, it's all very hard to get to.
A lot of times I foist our travel plans on John, and this was one that this was not going to be his choice, but I thought it was a great way to see my mom. It was a great way to travel and see a new experience. And so, but after it's all said and done, how do we feel about the Princess brand, and would we engage with it again?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure that it does speak to me. I think just the way, again, as we've mentioned, there's a lot of upselling, there's a lot of picture taking, there's a lot of this, there's a lot of that. To me, there's too much activity going on in my face.
Well, this is the one I was end up on the floor.
I love the idea that it's going on somewhere else in different venues. But when it's all just, you can't escape it, I don't really care for that. Yeah.
It's not an I'm not sure thing with me. I'm pretty sure that we will not go on the ships again because, again, I don't think that the product is aimed at us. The aesthetic is aimed at us. This itinerary is not one that we love, and it's one that they really, really specialize
it's one
in.
of their...
And you know what? I guess I just need the parsley on the plate. You know what I mean? We've worked really hard to enjoy these kinds of things, and so I enjoy feeling a little bit fancy. When I spend a lot of money on a vacation, I enjoy feeling a little bit fancy.
We do like to pretend we're fancy.
We do try to pretend that we're fancy, although he tells me we're not ever going to be really fancy.
We're never going to be fancy.
But I do, and
it's fun to pretend you're fancy.
And this brand isn't about that, and not every brand should be about that.
No.
And
a lot of people don't want to do that.
And in fact,
I don't blame them.
Love this brand.
Yeah.
Love this level. I love how they offer it, and just love it. There's one other thing we said in our other videos, which is once you've gone to a certain tier, it's very hard to go back.
That's true.
So we've been so fortunate the last few cruises to be in the retreat, on Celebrity, and so once you do those things, it shows you a whole new way of life. No, I'm just saying it shows you what things can be.
But you realize, well, this can be a really beautiful upscale experience. And we just like that.
And you know what I have to say, and it really has made me appreciate, I was beginning to think you're taking Celebrity for granted. And you know what, I've just got to say in all candor, and we are not paid for by Celebrity at all, it really helped me appreciate that brand and what they're trying to do and how hard they're working at presenting it. Guess what's coming up? Excel.
That'll be very exciting, the new Celebrity Excel.
Yep. We're very, very excited. Apprehensive about some of the changes, but very excited.
Very excited.
And we want to thank you guys we look at the stats, more and more people are coming and watching our episodes more and more often, and we just really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, as always, really, thank you very, very much.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll get back to this.